And there it is again with a little bit of a growl. It's a bit hard to hear because of our character running, but it almost sounds like I have no better way of describing this other than like stone dragging on stone. Like imagine you had a giant piece of stone and you were just dragging it across a rock. Like that sound, that's what it makes me think of. I could be wrong, but that's the closest thing I have to understanding it. And one more thing, there was a little secret here at the end of Game Park. So, what is a game park? A game park, also known as a game reserve, is a large area of land, particularly in Africa, that is set aside to protect and preserve wild animals. Okay, so it's meant to protect and preserve animals. So it seems like this is a game park made for creatures of some kind. Again, looked like dinosaurs, but the body didn't really look like a dinosaur. So, kind of unsure of exactly what kind of monster we're dealing with here, or if this is something totally new. But it definitely seems like T Chemical, whatever the company is that we saw at the beginning, started this game park where there's monsters here in this place. And the one we just saw was Exhibit 10, which seemed to have like maybe gotten out of control or gotten out of containment in some way. And that was their attempt at recapturing it. So let's just lock in that date though. November 21st, 2007. I feel like that's gonna come up again. You know, like dates are gonna come up and we're gonna have to line it up. Also, the description for this video says foresight. Just the word foresight. And in case you didn't know, foresight means the ability to predict or the action of predicting what will happen or be needed in the future. So pretty much predicting the future, I guess. Like, I have the foresight that I know this is gonna happen. And to add on to the whole game park thing, at the beginning of the video it says the following footage displays the first recorded case of a supposed successful conversion, which makes me think that this game park full of monsters, well, they were turned into monsters. So maybe they were humans before, or maybe they were some kind of other animal before, but they've been converted into this new type of creature, and now they're kept in this park. And maybe they're using it for, you know, money and stuff like that. Maybe people come and see these monsters, and they're like, ooh, you know, and they pay money to see them. And that's the whole point of all this, you know, come see these monsters that you've never seen before. But meanwhile, they're doing it by turning humans or other animals into these creatures. That is my leading theory at the moment with barely any information. But alright, I'm really liking how this is starting, and I have no idea where this is going to go, so let's just hop into the next one.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now, and the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust.
No idea where this is going to go, so let's just hop into the next one. Disc 2, Log 1, Drawings. I'm not hearing any audio so far, unless that's on purpose. Okay. Alright, we doing some drawing. Makes sense given the title of this video.
It's hard. It's hard. Ladies, it takes dollars to say at large. And I love you.
Let me see it.
And I love you. To let all cause. And for us, fight for us. Interest for beautiful.
number 65 are.
What is to come?
What am I even looking at?
Run. Only pizza with right here and now. Now.
Chemical,
I
and that's
don't
all
think
in the
you will
captions. So I'm
win.
very happy that we have captions on for this
Yeah,
series.
I thought I do have shirts on. Okay,
Maybe
good.
some hidden things in the captions here and there. And apparently this is drawing number 65. That's a lot of drawings if they're all like this. I don't even know what this is. It looks like, dude, I have no idea. I want to say it looks like some kind of like really thick tree branch with an eye in it. But even still, like what kind of tree branch looks like that? These videos are also being made for Anna, who he says I love you to. Says this one was pretty bad. Still struggling to sleep. Sorry, counted properly. 56. Okay, so this is actually drawing number 56. Okay, so he's recording these videos for Anna, showing her his drawings and kind of giving her like a little life update. And apparently this happened at 2 a.m. because of what it says in the description. Yeah, I'm very confused. But this is log 1, and there are a lot of log videos after this. So it seems like we're going to be following this character for quite a while, and they're going to be documenting like their own perspective on things. I have no idea how this connects to the last video, other than the fact that maybe you could say this thing looks like a monster that maybe our character saw at this game park. But even still, what kind of monster is this, dude? It's just so weird how it looks. And also the fact that this is property of T Chemical at the end seems like all of these events have happened already that are going to be in these log videos, and T Chemical now has these in their possession. But, I mean, not much to say about that one, so let's go to the next one. This 3, log 2, drawings update.
Like this, but I may have uploaded the last video to this broadcasting site called YouTube, and some people actually responded to the video of the drawing. So I kind of wanted to just show you that. Oh, sorry. So I've never used YouTube, but it's essentially the site where you can upload a video and people can just watch it and say stuff. So yeah, let's see what they said. The first one is trash camera quality. Okay, sorry, my BlackBerry's good enough for you.
Blackberry.
What is this drawing from? Looks cooler. Someone thinks the drawing is cool. Last week, nothing's changed.
Just a
Someone thinks
life when I would try to walk in the sun and white.
he's kind of holding,
I'm trying to figure something out for like a drawing of Harley Quinn.
I'll send a
I'm
picture.
trying to figure something out with this mouth.
Anyways,
Because she's a very happy character, in a way.
Okay, drawing number 57. Let's see it.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, pretty decent amount of information to go through here. Okay, so it turns out the last video that we watched was actually uploaded to YouTube by our main character R here. Don't know their full name yet. It seems like they're making these videos for Anna, but also uploading them to YouTube because they're hoping to get help on what's going on with them. I mean, this is drawing number 57.
I'm trying to draw her in my own style,
57
but I can't figure out.
as creatures.
Um,
Okay, so our character here says to Anna, like, listen, the medicine that you sent me recently has helped a bit, but drawing helps me more. And they feel like they're being watched by something. So it seems like our character has something definitely.
I'm just trying to figure out a mouth,
What that is, I'm
the
not too
style.
sure yet.
Like I'm just trying to figure
Definitely drawing
how I should draw her
creatures
mouth.
is helping him
Like that's
improve it.
just what I'm trying to do.
This drawing this time, this
Because I already
definitely looks like a
know how I'm
tree
going
on
to be drawing.
one side.
It's going to be my
And then
typical
we have
style.
some kind of wall.
Just trying to figure out
And then this thing with
certain
looks
things.
like some kind of like really
like certain details of the drawing, because I'm sketching it out right now.
We saw it in the first episode just based on the teeth alone. But what's interesting to me is the shadow that comes down here. I would say it's a tree branch, but I don't know. It looks like it could be something's tail. It's very weird. It's not connected to this tree here, this shadow. And even this creature with
Yeah.
its head, it almost looks like it's.
I'm gonna leave the face alone for a bit. I'm gonna get to the rest of the body.
Here. So this is really weird to me. Again, it's just as confusing as the last drawing. Now, going back to the YouTube thing, I was curious if there were any kind of secrets or anything in here. So the really cool part is that this YouTube link up here actually links to the Log 1 Drawings video, which is an insane level of detail. On Google, we Googled creepy drawing. For some reason, we have Bowser's Castle, it says up here. And obviously, this is the old YouTube layout, like real old school YouTube layout. Their username is Stonecraft23, LOL 1818. I don't think that there's any meaning to that. And the fact that it's Stonecraft, and we did hear like that stoning sound in the first video. Then we get to the YouTube comments, which I mean, this is pretty accurate. Trash camera quality.
I have a video from Immortal Marcus playing, and I have Epic the Musical playing.
Nothing too crazy there. Another cool little detail is the Evolution of Dancing video and all the Smosh
Hello.
videos, which are like obviously old school YouTube classics. But also the Floyd's Tomb video from Ted's Caving Journal, which that video is made by the same creator, so that is a awesome little reference thrown in there. It just goes to show the level of detail that is going into this series is insane so far, and we're only on episode 3. But again, our character seems to have something wrong with them. They're taking medicine for it and coping for it.
I'm good, how are you?
Like these creatures that I guess they're seeing or thinking is watching them. These videos are made for Anna.
Spirit ahead, oh spirit ahead, where I find a way we go.
Just seem like a friend. And also these videos are now being posted on
Yeah.
the internet for other people to give their opinions and if they can help, but it doesn't seem that
That's
people are
good.
helping at all. An absolute last thing, just because there was like a little camera glitch. This was the camera glitch here, which says error 529, image not found, no further information. Please visit www.blackberry.com/529. I don't think that's important or anything. I think that's just a little joke because he was saying how trash his BlackBerry is and how trash the quality is. So, yeah, dude, definitely get a new camera. This camera is way too pixelated. Let's keep watching and go on to the next one.
We have been through life, but we get into terrible and bloodshed. Think how we're supposed to live. Thank you. I'm just sketching right now, though. But thank you. I'm drawing men a lot recently. I forget that women are different. I think that end is a little lower. Where is it all?
Disc 4, Log 3, Old Pictures. Did you think I wouldn't catch that, Alex? Did you think that you could get something past me that's a split second long? Is that what you thought? Well, I caught it. Did you guys catch it? October 22nd, 1994. 1:06 a.m. And then? August 13th, 2007. 3:28 p.m. Interesting. Oh, hold on, my bad. Wait, oh, captions are my bad. Is this camera?
Because I need to figure out where.
Yeah, no, everything's fine. Sorry for calling a bit early today.
No, it's not a problem.
Yeah, so a guy came knocking yesterday, delivering some boxes. He didn't say where he was from, even though I asked. He said I should call you.
Oh, so that was the knocking at the end of the last video. Okay, that makes sense.
Do you know anything about that?
Yeah. It's all old stuff from Nurturing Souls.
Our children's home?
Yeah, they closed down a few weeks ago and they called me asking if we wanted our old things. And I gave them the house's address and I forgot all about it. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, you can just put them somewhere for now and I'll unpack them when I get home. It's fine.
No, I can unpack them. I've kind of already started.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Because you
Yeah.
really don't have to.
Thanks.
I know that, like, you don't have to base up memories from the point. No, that would be fine.
Oh, it's Morse code. The glitches are Morse code. Okay, you can see it in the captions when it's like underscore dot or whatever. That's the Morse code. All right, so we'll go back after all this, and I'll go through the Morse code.
Yeah, no, sure, I'll do that right now.
Find anything interesting?
Not really. Just some overall like documents and books and stuff. I think this is my old kid's drawings.
So he's been drawing.
There's some overall clothes, some overall toys as well.
A dinosaur toy, huh? Interesting.
Toys as well. Here's your old cowboy hat that you used to wear all the time.
Oh, please keep that. Please keep it for me, please.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Probably give some of this stuff a clean though, because it's all kind of dirty and dusty.
Yeah. Well, thanks for getting the boxes.
Yeah, it's not a problem. And it was a joke. I was joking, okay?
Okay. If you say so. Well,
I just realized that confirms that they're siblings, right? Because they said things are from their time at the children's home together, so they must have been siblings that were there.
Do something real quick.
listen, I gotta
I
get
had
back to
to
work. I'll call you now, okay?
trace the image of the eye I drew
Sure, no, that's fine.
a while ago.
Of course. Okay, I really gotta go now.
Damn. Damn, bro, don't trip. Alright, what's in these boxes, huh? Okay. videos are kind of in DVD format. Like the very first video that we saw was for sure a DVD. Oh. Bro, show it to me, show it to me. Point the camera at your screen. Oh my god. Did you see the look on his face?
Sorry, I'm a bit busy right now. I'll call you later.
No. Did you get the pictures I sent you?
Listen, I really can't talk right now.
Anna, did you get the pictures I sent you?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Listen, this is exactly why I didn't want you looking for all old stuff in the first place.
Anna, why don't I remember this?
We've been through this before. You dissociate.
No. Okay, then what do you remember?
Now is not the right time.
No, you're in the pictures. Please just tell me. Anna, please.
I'm sorry, okay?
Anna, please.
I really can't talk right now, babe.
Dave, no, just tell me.
Look, I will call you
Anna.
later, okay?
Anna.
Nah, that's crazy. Please call me back. Or oh. Wait, hold on, relax. Wait, what's this image say? Take a trip into the past, out of town. Okay.
It's not nice. It's not gonna be this big. I should just trace the whole entire fucking eye.
My son's my son's seventh bestest birthday, 17th of October, '94.
Wherever the road takes you, Chevy is ready to drive you forward with pure power unleashed and future forward technology. Every path leads to new possibilities. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
It's over.
LegalZoom is here to help. Whether it's registering
You know
a
what?
business, starting a will or trust, or staying on top of your business licenses. When you need a legal hand, turn to LegalZoom.
Import image. Store.
Okay, so let's go over
Images,
the
pictures.
information that we got in that video because I believe we got a lot. So our character R is on call with Anna. Apparently at the end of the last video, someone knocked on the door and basically dropped off a bunch of stuff from their old children's home called Nurturing Souls. Anna kind of tells R like, hey, listen, if you don't want to look through that, you can just wait till I'm home and, you know, then I'll go through it. But he's like, nah, I've actually started going through it already. Brings out a dinosaur toy that he had, some old drawings that he had, and Anna's old cowboy hat. Then says that he needs to clean some of it and stuff. And then it says, listen, I gotta go back to work, hangs up. Okay. Then R continues to go through the stuff. He finds a DVD and he seems pretty happy with what's on it at first, until being like, wait a minute, what's going on? Bit shocked, concerned, and then really shocked. Then calls Anna and he's like, listen, Anna, did you get the pictures I sent you? Blah, blah, blah. And she says to him, like, this is exactly why I didn't want you going through these things by yourself. And he says, like, you know, do you remember these things? And she says, well, you disassociate. And he's like, all right, well, then what do you remember? Because you're in these pictures. And she's like, listen, not right now. They're calling me back to work. They're calling me back to work. Hangs up. Which, listen, when your brother's in a state of mind like this, I think it should be like, yo, work, I gotta call out for an emergency. Like, my brother's going through something really bad because he is freaking out. So let's just take a look at them again. So I don't really see anything wrong with this photo. But then we get to this photo, which here is R, and then here is Anna. And we know that this is Anna because of the cowboy hat that she specifically says was hers. And we have this thing in the water, which looks like a dinosaur, but I'm pretty sure picture is just a dinosaur statue. Then the next image is this, which is R and Anna again, but there's a giant crocodile in the background. At least I'm guessing this is a crocodile or alligator. And what's interesting about this is I feel it looks very similar to this drawing. Now, given the teeth are a bit exaggerated and stuff, but it seems very similar. So now I'm wondering, because Anna and R discussed about how he had a really bad time at their children's home, did something traumatic happen where they were around these creatures or these statues and it left some kind of mark on him, you know, gave him some kind of trauma, and now he draws these things from memory? There's definitely something we don't know, and Anna knows obviously what happened and doesn't feel like going over this with R right now because it might just be a lot for them to get through. Another interesting thing is, remember how I called out the date at the beginning of the video? It was October 22nd, 94, and this is October 17th, 94. So it makes me wonder if something really bad happened on this date and then something really bad happened on the 22nd. Oh my god, wait. If this is a new camera and the last date it was used was October 22nd, 1994, then he probably found that camera in this box of stuff. So that camera also probably shot these photos and stuff like that. So I wonder if there's more than this on the camera and in the boxes. But I guess we'll have to see. Also, give me a second because I'm going to try to go through the Morse code in this video and see if I could spell out whatever it says. So I just took a minute to go through the Morse code that went through that video, and I got Inotam N. So Inotamn. Now the N I'm not too sure about because obviously you saw the Morse code like in the captions throughout the whole video, but listen to this part at the
Oh. I'm not confused. I don't know where true that is.
sounds like another letter of Morse code, an underscore, and then a dot. So if you do that underscore and a dot, you get the N. But either way, I have no understanding of what Inotam means, with or without the N. I tried looking up things and couldn't quite find anything, so I'm not sure if this is something that is going to continue as videos go on, and then maybe when we get more letters, we'll be able to spell out something more. I even tried unscrambling the letters, and the best that you can get is I am not, if you take away the N, but even that I'm not sure makes sense. So I guess we'll just have to hold off on that and I'll see as we continue. So another thing that I wanted to mention is that this 13th of 2007. So all these logs are taking place close around the same date, but the first video that we watched, New Teeth, actually takes place in November of 2007. So there's quite a few months in between these, and we're watching videos that took place before that. So how is that going to lead up to New Teeth, and why are they showing us these videos, which seem totally separate from the first video that we watched? The first video we watched about creatures in a game park, and now we're getting someone's perspective about them struggling to sleep, disassociating, and drawing these monsters, but not really much of a connection there yet, other than the fact that we saw those like statues in those pictures, which again, still not sure about. So I think we're just gonna jump into the next video, see if we can find out some more information, and then I'm gonna try to craft a little theory from there. So let's hop into the next one. Disc 5, log 4. Burnt egg. Okay, so before we start this one, I'm sad to say we have lost captions. Before, all of these videos had captions that were added by the creator. This one only has YouTube auto-generated captions, so I don't trust these captions anymore. So we're just going to keep them off for now, and hopefully we'll be able to just fully understand everything everyone is saying. So it's August 23rd now, so it's been 10 days since the last log. And we're cooking. Okay. Immediately I understand what's going on. So the reason the caption options were taken away is because in the previous video, we were taught how the Morse code works in video. We were told that the longer glitches are underscores and the shorter ones are the dots. So now we have to do the Morse code. We have to write it down without actually being told what it is on screen. So like, let me just play it again. So that was like an underscore and 2 dots. So I am going to write that down. I'm gonna write them down as we go this
That's
time.
good.
All right, we're making
Mario
some
is also
eggs.
blasted with music.
I think there's an underscore. Three dots. Animals can be almost human. What an interesting book title. Oh, and this is still stuff that he's getting from the box from his children's home. Bro, you gotta tend to your eggs, bro. Yeah. Yeah, he burnt his hand on that pan. This is what happens when you're not paying attention while you're cooking. Wait, is that his medicine that he took? Okay, we don't get to see the bottle or anything. Hey, doggo!
She's the neighborhood dog. Owners live like 2 blocks that side. But they're never really around, so
Thank you for subscribing.
sometimes she comes to say hello. She does housewarming. She's really cute. She's really my friend. She knows I'm always home, so I always give her some food. Yes, did you run through a bloody month?
Oh. I keep doing that? Let's show you right there. I'm tired. I'm the wind god. I'm the top and asking for a hand. Really is the lifeguard. Lose your life off this god. Reveal the strife. Don't forget how dangerous the gods are. From this far. Know them. And this. See what starts. When it tears us apart. It's going for my friend. I wanna see another life end. Whoa. What makes free? Break makes me. You die in this home. For some brother, I can show you.
Does it sound again? Drawing number 50. Okay. Are y'all ready? So I'm about to cook here. I think our character R that we're watching here is going to turn into that creature that we saw in the first video. And I think that everything that has been presented to us is connected so far. For one, we know that all of the logs that we're watching, everything that we're watching is property of T Chemical, which means even though R recorded these things, after all these events took place, T Chemical now has all these logs. So what I think is that T Chemical has R going through a process where he's slowly going to be transforming into this creature. For one, R's been having these nightmares where he wakes up at 2 a.m. and draws what I'm guessing is what he's seeing in his nightmares. Now, his sister Anna, who is working somewhere super important apparently because she doesn't really give a shit about her brother when he calls and he's freaking out. She's working somewhere and she also seems to send him medicine. He's been taking his medicine for a little while and his gums are starting to bleed a lot. And what was the name of the first video in the series? Teeth. So one of his teeth or his gums are starting to form because he's slowly morphing. Now that sounds crazy, except look at this book at the start of the video. Animals can be almost human. It's a little specific of a book to show us. And notice he takes this book out of the box of things from his children's home. I'm not exactly sure how the children's home is connected in all of it, but I do feel like this is something that has been going on for a while. It seems like R had some super traumatic stuff happen at the children's home, and that's why he can't fully remember all of it. Now the trauma has followed him into adulthood. He has all these about these creatures and things. And
My hair matches Harley Quinn. Damn.
I would almost say that it could be like a separate thing as showing us home, but it's definitely connected to all of this.
Who
they're
was?
back to work, they're calling back to work, and it seems like she's not able to call that often. So whenever her work is, it seems to be serious and maybe even secretive. This video starts on August 23rd, and he calls her again on August 24th, which means they haven't spoken in like 10 days. They haven't spoken since they had that argument, which is really messed up when your brother's like, please, Anna, please tell me what's been going on, you know, what do you remember? And she's like, I can't do this right now, I'll talk to you later. And then just doesn't answer him. Very, very weird. Very, very weird. Now let's go over the drawing. So he wakes up at 2 a.m.,
So
falls asleep again at the desk, and then freaks out and jumps back like he did here, and his shirt is covered in sweat. I mean, it's kind of hard to see. I'll try to turn it on screen for you guys, I guess, so you can get a better look. But it looks like a person standing here in a forest, and then maybe a body lying on the ground. Now, what's interesting is that what he draws here isn't what he shows us at the end of the video. At the end of the video, we see this drawing, which looks very similar, but it looks like a child drew it. And if you remember, Morris said that he found in the box from his children's home old drawings that he did as a kid. So is he repeating those drawings now that he's older? Because this drawing looks the same as this drawing. You can even see, like here, there looks to be some kind of sign in the background here. And in that drawing at the end, you can also see a sign.
oh my god, why is this so elongated? Oh,
And again, just the context of these drawings, I mean, it's someone dragging another person, and even here, it's another person with what looks like a dead body. I cannot explain the pictures like all this. I'm confident in the fact that he's like slowly morphing into something, but just because it makes sense that these videos are a few months before his gums are bleeding, and after he started taking this weird medicine, he's seeing these creatures, and we know that these creatures are real later on, in a few months from now when the new teeth video happens. And, oh my god, I just realized this makes even more sense because in the first video it says this is the first example of like a complete conversion. He could be Exhibit 10, the first example of a complete conversion. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in that. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense and that's understandable. I think I got it. Okay, so the Morse code that happened in the video that we just watched translates to destined to be. Now, if we combine that with Enotom, which was the Morse code from the first video, we could almost say, if you rearrange the letters, that it says, I am not destined to be. That makes a lot more sense. So now I'm guessing in the next video, we're going to get to the end of that sentence. And if that says like human or something, so that it ends up saying I am not destined to be human, my theory is correct, 100%. But yeah, now we have to continue watching. I gotta see if I'm right about that. Alright, here we go. Disc 6, log 5. The dream.
I know you haven't been able to answer the phone recently, but I know you haven't seen the videos, so I thought I'd just make one quickly. I've been watching a lot of these funny videos by these two guys called Smosh, and I find them really funny. They make like these comedy sketch videos, but I don't know if it's your kind of humor. Anyways, it gave me an idea. I know you've been worrying a lot about me recently, and I just want to say that I'm fine. I'm doing good.
Has she been though, brother? Has she been? She hasn't answered the phone in like 14 days at this point or some ridiculousness. It has been 2 weeks and she has not called you knowing that you are going through what you're going through right now. That is an L sister, dude. Bad sister. Bad sister. She does not care about you, bro. Especially if she's watching the videos but can't give you a quick phone call. Nah. And it sucks.
And yeah, I think I finally found something that I really want to try and do. I know it sounds stupid, but I thought that I could also try and make cool videos, you know, like maybe I can do something with the drawing and then make like funny sketches, you know. I think that'd be a really cool idea. It does sound stupid, but yeah, it's something I really want to try and do for once. So yeah, that's about it. So yeah.
Okay, so I guess not much to say in that one other than he's had a good 4 days. He seems very chill, happy. He seems like, you know, he wants to move on from this. If he does the drawings, he wants to try to incorporate it into some funny sketches to try to do some YouTube videos, which is really cool. We love to see Hope in a main character of a horror series. We love that. The only thing I will say is I think that this is a different drawing that he did here. This doesn't look like the exact same one that we saw in the last video, because I don't remember like this eye here. So he's definitely still doing the drawings, but he just seems to be higher spirited, which is great. I mean, definitely happy to see that. But all right, we're gonna move on to the next video just right away. So here we go. Disc 7, Log 6, A Nightmare. This is literally the night of that video that we just watched. Something's outside. It's big. Wait, what did that say? I called police. It's the sound. You can hear the stone sound. Show me, show me. Are you for real right now? There was like 2 flashing images right at the end there. Hold up. Oh! Is that a Triceratops? Okay, so, I don't know. It's like that creature that we saw in the first video, the way it looked didn't, like its body didn't look like a dinosaur, but its mouth did. But then this is a straight up dinosaur. This is for sure a dinosaur. There it is. Okay, here we go. On the Move by H. Stoop. Huge, scaly monsters have started a long, slow. This looks like it's from a newspaper. Have started a long, slow what? Okay, so I just looked up an image of a Triceratops. This is 100% the thing that we just saw that he showed us outside is this dinosaur right here. So now at the game park, are they making monsters? Are they making dinosaurs? Maybe that newspaper article that we saw in the first video saying monsters was just another way for them to say dinosaurs, you know, like a catchy newspaper headline. But it seems like dinosaurs are real. I mean, he saw it in the yard. And I would say, like, he's been saying that he's been seeing things and that he thinks they're real or whatever, but he just showed us and we saw it on camera just now. And he called the police, so I guess we'll see if the police help in any way or if they actually see this thing too. But I feel so bad for R because he was just super happy and hopeful and starting to, I guess, relax a bit with what's been going on to him. And then he sees a Triceratops in his backyard. I mean, it's just really sad. Really sad, dude. Disc 8, Log 7.
Sorry for not paying attention to anything going on the screen. I'm looking for a reference image real quick.
It's been 2 days. I haven't slept. It's still outside my house. It only comes at night. You want proof? I'll prove I'm not alone. Miserably alone. My mom's camera got damaged in the last video. I'm getting it fixed. Tonight. I'll prove my nightmare is real. September 1st.
Hi. Hey, Mom. It's nice to... I just wanted to say that that's the stupid. I'm gonna try and read it out. It becomes like 1 in the morning. Haven't kept. I'm gonna hide here. If anything moves, the light should come on. Yeah.
Okay.
No, this might not be the smartest thing to do, but I can't afford to call the police again, not without proof. So yeah, this has kept me up for years, and I just can't ignore it anymore.
People in our lives, hours, we have to be turned. You learn how to
Could have never
smell.
has. It took my mom. If I could just get it on camera, it'll change things.
It took my mom.
If I could just see it, change things.
Okay, I need more of a clear understanding of his past and what has, like, just an explanation of what happened at the children's home. Because mom is clearly not around anymore, and now he's saying that this thing took his mom. So, like, what exactly happened when he was younger? Like, that this has been haunting him like this. I mean, I don't think it's been in the yard every day. You know what I mean? I mean, I definitely think it has been the last couple days, but it definitely hasn't been for years. You know what I'm saying? So, first of all, why is this thing appearing now? And what exactly does it have to do with his mom? Another thing is, I guess, just to explain what's happening right now, he plans on showing actual proof because people in the YouTube comments when he uploaded this video to YouTube did not think that that was good enough proof, that little glitch frame that we saw last time. And apparently when he called the police, he didn't have any proof of it either. So now he's hoping to get it on video right in front of the camera, and then he can show that to police and I guess to YouTube as well. So let's see if he catches it on camera here. I mean, this video is called Lock 7 Proof.
Your sleepy time is over. Fearless.
Also, I'm guessing that's the second time we heard that. I'm guessing that's a recording of his mom singing, which is actually really sweet that he's like listening to that to go to sleep right now. Here we go, 1 a.m. He said it comes at this time. Okay, he got it on camera, kind of. Bro slept through the entire thing. So right here, we could see the horns from it, and like the nose horn as well. So it definitely showed up last night, and like just came really close to him, I guess, and then moved away. Interesting that I'm not sure if the light is turned on here or if it's still dark, because it does look like there's a shadow here. Obviously he didn't wake up, he didn't get like actual footage of this thing, but it shows that it's not necessarily dangerous. I mean, I'm sure if it was, it would have killed him or ate him right then and there. He literally slept in the yard overnight, so he's still alive, he's still fine. It's very weird. There's so many different angles to this series, but one of them is like, I can't get over the sound, is that it sounds like rock grinding on rock. When you hear these things move, it sounds like giant statues are just dragging across the ground. And on top of that, in the pictures that we saw from when R was younger, the creatures also look like statues. Are people being turned into statues that are able to move? Or are they being able to be turned into dinosaurs. Because then in the first video, we hear that sound of the, stone scraping, but we also see people literally get eaten in that video too. So they can't just be statues that just move, you know what I mean? Like move around. Like they can actually come to life, I guess, and bite things, or it's very weird. I'm still not understanding that. But he was so close to having actual proof, man. If he would have just woke up, picked up the camera, turned on the light on the camera, we could have seen what this thing looked like, if it was like fleshy or if it's just a statue or what. But I will tell you, things are definitely about to pick up in these next few videos, because all of these next few videos are way longer than any of the videos we've previously gone over. And the next one is called Hollow Bird. Disc 9. Hollow Bird.
Did you call the police 4 days ago?
Yeah, I did. The video.
Comments. I can read comments. Did you comment on something of mine?
No, why don't you listen to the video? My nightmare. It's real.
Why didn't you call me? I'm your sister.
Because you never answer your phone.
Speak facts.
When did you give a comment at? I'm sorry, I can't see the full. I can see you give a comment. I can see like if someone types something in chat, but I can't see direct comments right now. Give me a moment. This is what I have so far.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I haven't been around lately, and I'm sorry I haven't been there for you, but I'm coming home tonight, okay? I'm coming home, and I should have never been.
Oh god. I don't know if that was an underscore, if it was a dot or not. I didn't know we were gonna get Morse code again.
You talked to this office. It just made things worse, but I will fix that. I'll explain things. My work, they've been lying. I know your nightmares are bad, okay? I know.
You don't believe me.
But it's not your fault. It's not your fault, Rick.
Hold on. Why did that conversation cut off?
I have a plan.
Okay, alright. Hold on a minute. Oh, I need to listen to her say that again.
It's fine.
I got a model from the app I'm using. Like, I'm not fully tracing it. I'm just using it as a pose reference and helping me keep anatomy clear. But it came with the app I'm using.
My work, they've been lying. I know your nightmares are bad. They're not your fault. And she says that right after talking about how he went through the boxes and she's going to explain everything to him. Yeah, it's all connected. It seems like that she...
I just got it through here on Clip Studio Paint.
So maybe she's not as evil as I thought she was. Because I did think, like,
yeah, it's
she
okay.
gave him this medicine and then ghosted him. Like, it seems like she's in on it. But she may be in on it, but not realizing what she was doing. Like, maybe her work was like, oh, your brother's having issues here. Give him this medicine. It'll help. Meanwhile, it's just been making things worse for him and doing things to him.
That thing has to come from somewhere. Right?
Right.
So we can follow it. And this time, make sure to get it on camera. Now let's trace the piece.
Yeah, people confuse referencing for tracing.
I remember now.
Hello.
Those yellow eyes staring at me through the window.
This is not really tracing.
My nightmare.
It's a tool I'm using to help me draw. It's not really tracing.
my monster.
Nice.
Alright, so the plan is to wait for it to show up, then when it leaves, follow it. And it showed up.
From that night, from that night, life is amazing. Oh.
I wonder where this is gonna lead him. Okay, he's definitely following it. This is still taking place like 2 months before the new Teeth video.
Nice. I like when I'm just doing chat. Because then I have people to vibe to. And vibe with. No, I actually did not know that. But then again, I don't play Fortnite.
A kid's shoe. That's like a baby shoe too. It's completely still. Oh. Dude, come on, we were so close. Oh my god, who is calling? Stop. Oh.
And I did it. I got my nightmare on camera.
I'm watching a video
Wait,
from
what?
Immortal Marcus, and I'm listening to Epic the Musical on my TV.
That's not possible.
I see the power covered.
Oh, nah. Run, bro, run, bro. Run back home, run back home. that somebody with a light?
My sister, she's been hurt.
Oh, dude, it was one of the people with the reflective jackets at the end there that we saw
Oh, that's
in
fun.
the Teeth video. So those are definitely workers from T Chemical, which, by the way, in the description of that video, it says property of Tricon Chemical. So now we have the name of the company, Tricon Chemical, T Chemical. That was incredible. That was definitely worth the wait. There's a lot of things I have to talk about from that video, man. First of all, he follows the creature, and we get like a decent look at it. So let me go back to that. This is like the best look that we have at this thing. And I'm guessing this is... Is this the Triceratops? Hold on, let me look up my picture of a Triceratops again. Okay, yes, I do think that this is a Triceratops. Actually, I'm not 100% confident because I feel like a lot of dinosaurs have like a similar body structure in a way. But this, I'm guessing this is the Triceratops because the Triceratops is what kept visiting him, and this is what he followed. So there's a few things that make that important. This is the Triceratops, right? Okay, cool. Then he runs away because his phone is ringing. And when he picks it up, Anna says that there's something outside with yellow eyes. So now he was just next to the Triceratops. So whatever is at his house with Anna can't be the Triceratops, which now means there's two of these dinosaurs just in the area. The Triceratops that he just followed and whatever Anna is looking at out the window. And she says that it has yellow eyes, similar to what R has said. You know, that's what took his mom. In his memory, he remembers that taking his mom, that killing his mom. So that thing is now back and targeting Anna. And it sounds like it breaks into the house because we hear glass breaking. So Anna might be dead. I don't even know. But another important thing that she says is she says, "I thought I was helping you." So I think that just confirms, like, her giving him the medicine. She thought she was helping him, but in fact, she was just hurting him the whole time. She was just making things worse for him. And then after that, there is now another dinosaur following R, or another creature. And we hear it like, you know, what's the word, like, growling? Growling? Yeah, I think we could say growling. You hear it growling, and so he starts running, and eventually we see it right here.
Okay.
And now that's, again, not too sure what kind of dinosaur this is. Maybe it, I wouldn't say it's a T-Rex because it looks like its face is like the same height as our character. But it's definitely another kind of dinosaur with huge teeth. This looks very similar to what we saw in the new teeth video. So now that would mean there's 3 dinosaurs because we start hearing this one right after his phone call with Anna. So no way it's the same one that attacked Anna.
It is close to 1 a.m. for me.
Triceratops. I mean, this definitely does not look like the Triceratops.
There's like
So there was
it's like
3 dinosaurs
8 minutes
in the area
from 1 a.m.
right
for
when
me.
this happened. And then he starts running, and eventually he finds this guy.
Yeah,
who's wearing
I'm
the same reflective
very
jacket
tired.
as the guy
I'd
that we
be tired
saw
too. It's like
in the first
1 in the
video.
morning.
And he punches him in the face, knocking him out and ending the video. I'm guessing that Anna did work at T Chemical, and they knew that Anna was leaving because they found out that Anna knew that T Chemical was lying. So they're like, "Oh, she's leaving to go back home. All right, then we just need to secure both of them." So they send out the 3 dinosaurs. to
Yeah,
kinda
I
go
get
after
off
them,
of
I
work
guess,
at like
and tell capture
10
them,
at
and
night,
that's also
so
why
I just
these guys,
go
these employees are
when I
also here. And now it seems that they probably have R and Anna in their custody, I guess, or like, I guess maybe they have them secured, a sword for that, kidnap them maybe? I don't know, what would you call that? But it seems like they have both of them now. So either that or Anna was killed by one of the dinosaurs, because it sounds like that it aggressively attacked her with breaking in through the window. The only thing I find really weird is that the last thing Anna says on her call,
that's weird, but I don't really.
it's my cowboy hat. I don't really understand that. Why would she bring up her cowboy hat from when she was a child in the last second like that? I'm not really sure. But the next video is even longer, and then the video after that is even longer. So I'm excited. We're about to get what I'm guessing are like huge info dumps, and we only have 4 videos left, guys, in the entire series. I believe the series is done. Oh wait, no, I'm lying. No, we're not going yet. I still have to do the Morse code again. I keep forgetting this. It says the monster, so that means all the Morse code we have got so far could translate to I am not destined to be the monster, but I think R is going to become the monster. Let's jump into the next one. Hey, before we continue, I just want to take a quick break to remind you guys to go support the original creator of this series, Alex Archives. You can support them by going and subscribing to their YouTube channel, which will be linked at the top of the description down below. On their YouTube channel, you can of course watch Hollow Birds, but you can also watch their other series, Ted's Caving Journal, which I highly recommend. Other ways that you can support is by following Alex over on X, and you can become a member on Patreon, where Alex shows all the behind the scenes of how he did Hollow Birds and how he did some of Ted's Caving Journal too. For me, as someone that's
Thank
currently
you.
working on an analog horror series, this has been super informative to me and super inspirational for how I'm going to try to create mine and do some of the finer details. So I definitely recommend you go check it out. Also, while I was editing this, I found out that Alex is a Ko-Fi too, so you guys can be able to go support him there as well. The link to all of these things will be in the description down below. Please be sure to go and support your internet horror content creators. And one more thing before we continue. I just wanted to ask how you're doing. Do you have your snacks? Do you have your water? Are you staying hydrated? If not, be sure to go and grab those things before we continue. And let's hop back in. Disc 10. Schrodinger's monster. Okay, and I'm just gonna let you guys know before we start this next one, just to confirm that I was right about Enotom, meaning I am not. The description of this one says, Enotom, 1, am I not? 2, I am not.
Oh,
So
nice.
basically saying, am I not destined to be the monster, or I am not destined to be the monster? So it can work it both ways, but I guess we'll see our character's fate right now. Okay, we're back to this DVD setup now. So we definitely know that this is T Chemicals video. Warning, the following footage contains disturbing material that might be inappropriate for certain individuals, where viewer discretion is advised. Oh. Please check the disc. Playback feature may not be available on this disc due to multiple burner glitch errors. Oh, hold up, we're getting Morse code? Wait, go back. I totally missed that. At least it's written to me this time, which is nice. Okay, hold up. Warning, the copyright proprietor has licensed this DVD, including audio, for buyer use only. All other rights are reserved. Additionally, the definition of buyer pertains to the benefactors of the SCT project. Any unauthorized copying, editing, exhibition, renting, exchanging, hiring, lending, and or broadcasting of this DVD, or any part therefore, is strictly prohibited. This DVD is not to be exported, distributed, and or sold by way of trade without proper license from Tricon Chemical. Okay, so SCT project is the name of the project of like this whole thing that's going on.
I think they're currently typing
Tricon
about
Chemical's
it.
running it. But for buyer use. Oh, hold up. Wait, no, go back. Sorry. I keep pausing so many times here. So we have lots of videos here, and I wonder if we're gonna go over all of them in this video here, because this video is 10 minutes long. So we got 01, H-Stoop, which is a name we heard earlier from one of the articles, 02, 03, and 04. And these all take place in 2007, except for this one, which takes place in 1993 of June.
My name is Shin. I'm here to help you. You don't believe me? I see. Well, I was going to talk to you about your sister, since you were not in another relationship, right?
Is she okay?
She's fine. Now, the police say they found you passed out in the bushes outside of your house. Is that true?
I didn't pass out, I was knocked out.
Okay, can you remember by whom?
Damn.
Can you
drawing Harley Quinn.
Dude, he's also just not looking too good in general. He's looking, I mean, he hasn't slept and stuff like that too.
You said you were running, correct? Okay, can you remember why you were running? Were you running from something?
What? Please tell me.
They said you sounded delusional when you woke up. They said you saw dinosaurs.
Monsters. Why are you smiling? Something funny to you?
These monsters. Can you describe them to me?
Listen, I had a camera with me. I filmed everything. You don't have to ask me. It should all be on
Police
there.
didn't find a camera.
What?
The police searched everywhere. They did not find a camera.
That's not possible. I filmed it. I know I did. Someone must have taken it. I promise I filmed
I
it.
believe you. It's possible that it can still turn up. Can I ask you one last question?
Sure.
When you were found, you showed symptoms of severe sleep deprivation. Can I ask why that was?
I have nightmares, so I struggle to sleep sometimes.
I see.
Nice.
Thank you for your time. I think that's enough for now. I apologize in advance, but you will have to stay here for the next few days as the police continue their investigation.
Wait, what about my sister?
She sustained really serious injuries. Is under medical surveillance, just to be safe. I'm sorry. We'll be able to visit her soon.
Victor, thanks.
If you need anything, I'm here to help. Now get some rest. Sounds like you need it.
Okay. I don't know what's true or not. Maybe he was found by police and then Tricon Chemical picked him up, but he's definitely with Tricon Chemical right now. And they're saying like, oh, you need to stay here while the police investigate, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's cap. That's a lie. I don't even know if what they're saying about Anna is true or not. She sustained serious injuries. I don't know.
So, that's why I am to find the custom.
Hello.
I can tell you are just as curious what you asked for me. You seek knowledge and wisdom as I once did, and I hope that my wishes can be met with gratification as you so did.
Not too understanding what any of that meant, but I'm sure we will know later.
So, the police found these in your home. Can you tell me what they are?
The drawings.
Of?
My nightmares.
These nightmares. Are they the same things you were running away from that led to the attack?
Yes, they weren't nightmares, they were real.
See.
Listen, if you don't believe me, then what attacked my sister?
We are still trying to figure that out.
You found my camera yet?
What camera?
Well, the one I told you about.
We still haven't found it.
Alright, can I see my sister yet?
Almost. I promise. Another 2 or 3 days, and she should be good to see visitors. She is struggling to cope with what happened.
Oh, new drawings.
She was just trying to help. She always tries to help. Should have been there.
And where were you?
But are we done for today?
Just about. One last question, if I may. Were you seeing these nightmares?
Monsters.
Sorry. Were you seeing these monsters while you were awake?
Yes. Yes, that's what I was trying to get on camera.
I see. Well, thank you for your time. I'll keep you posted on any updates regarding your sister, okay?
Thank you.
Very good, well.
Huh?
You care about your sister. That's good. I'll talk to you soon.
Little tribe
Okay.
Oh,
I
it is
understand now. So
105.
Stoop is the guy that came up with the whole thing of turning humans into these monsters or these dinosaurs. And apparently when they tried to turn adults into those monsters, it didn't quite work. So what he was saying was you kind of need to raise them in the process of transforming them into these monsters. That's where R comes in. And that must be why R has like these traumatic memories and has all these things wrong with him, is because since he was a child, he's been being grown to become a monster eventually. And I think that's what's going to happen here, is they're finally going to start the full conversion process. And the fact that he says like, oh, I'm going to write her a proposal, I need you to convince her, her must be R's mother. And maybe she disagreed with that proposal, and that's why she disappeared. That's why she died or went missing or whatever happened to her. But this is starting to make a lot more sense now.
Are you done with line art? Might be over soon.
I told you, the police just have final questions. Once they're done, both of you can go home.
Fine. But she's okay now, right?
You really care about her, don't you?
Yeah, she's all I have.
Do you mind if I ask what happened to your parents?
It was just us. And my mom.
And what happened to her? I see. In other words, we managed to find your mother's camera. Yes.
Can't mention this one.
When did he ever say it was his mother's camera? I'm pretty sure he didn't say that. I'm pretty sure he just said my camera.
It was a little damaged, but we are in the process of restoring what was on the memory card.
That's great. You see the monsters.
Yes, we'll see the monster. But for now, I recommend that you get some rest. Tomorrow's going to be a big day.
Oh no.
Not after how far I've come, and through what motherly instincts. Please, my children knew what she has done. She'd be a monster. I have a plan, but I need you to promise me something first.
Okay, so that's making it seem like that she rejected the idea, and maybe she was even directly a part of creating these monsters with H-Stoop. So I'm guessing that she rejected the idea, and then she was like, you know what, we should just stop doing this altogether, it's wrong. And he was like, stop doing this. We are not gonna stop doing this. We're gonna continue these experiments, and we're gonna get it right.
How are you feeling today?
Wait, I missed that part of the Morse code, my bad.
How are you feeling today?
Fine.
Just fine. You finally get to see your sister.
Yeah. I know. It's just, I was thinking yesterday, you said the piece from my mom's camera, right?
Yes.
See?
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing. I just, I really want to go home, you know?
He realized too.
Nothing. So, where's Anna?
Yes, working on this camera. Trying to be solved.
Really? That's great. So you saw the monsters?
Yes, we see the monster.
Okay, great. Can I see Anna now?
What do these pictures mean to you?
Oh no.
They were on the camera.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they are. All family photos. And your sister next to dinosaurs.
Those aren't dinosaurs.
Yes, they are.
No, they're monsters.
No, they aren't. When we found you were outside your house, severely sleep deprived, hallucinating dinosaur statues from your childhood while your sister was trying to help her. She's dead. Lack of sleep, combined with which dissociates.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what that said? Notice how, look at this, it goes from patient TBD to be determined. To success. I really don't know if Ann is dead or if they're just trying to mess with him, but they're definitely lying. He didn't disassociate that. We saw it. We saw it on camera. We've seen it on camera. We know that these things are real. But now I'm like double thinking, like, were those dinosaur statues? Were those actually dinosaurs when he was younger? Or no, I'm guessing that's probably a lie too, right? They could just be lying to him straight up about everything. Alright, let's continue. We got 30 more seconds, 40 more seconds. Hold on, my bad. Underscore dot, okay.
No, Jenny. There's a step before that that's more important. To be able to convert the soul to bring their psyche. And in order to do that, well, there is nothing more painful to the human mind than a great and sudden change.
Alright, so there we go. They definitely could be lying to him about Anna being dead, and they're trying to psychologically manipulate him into thinking like he caused his sister's death because he's actually crazy. You know, throughout the whole series, I think he really does think that he's crazy and that it's all in his head. You know, he's having these nightmares, drawing these creatures. He thinks it's all just in his head, driving him nuts, until he actually sees that thing in his yard, and then he realizes it's real, and he realizes the memories from when he was younger, like this thing actually took his mom. Now he's gonna figure it all out, and now they're trying to like go back on that and be like, no, they were never real. Your lack of sleep made you dissociate, and it was all in your head. And now your sister died because you weren't there for her. So now he's gonna be mentally destroyed because his sister died, and it was apparently all his fault. Meanwhile, this is just a part of their plan of destroying his psyche so that they could fully do this experiment on him. Now, another thing is I would like to go over the Morse code, because there was a lot of Morse code in that video. Okay, so the Morse code in that one translates to "What am I?" with a question mark at the end, which I'm guessing, again, all of these Morse code things seem to be coming from R. So, am I not destined to be the monster? What am I? Or I am not destined to be the monster. What am I? Alright, let's jump into the next one.
Alright.
Disc 11. Patient 10.
Okay. Pause that for a moment. Keep my mom safe. Inside I'm gonna see cops.
Following content contains graphic scenes including violence and gore. Your discretion is advised. You've been warned. The following events transpired between September 17th, 2007 and November 20th, 2007, which is one day before the New Teeth video. I called it. This was gonna lead up. And he is Patient 10. I'm calling it. He is Exhibit 10. Benefactor, Trigon Chemical, Project SCT Program, Project Leads H. Stoop, S. Walton. Patient 10. Associated Company. Nurturing S. Nurturing souls. Yes, it's all been happening since he was a child, dude. Just
Alright,
gonna go over
have a night.
because I do feel like it's been complicated how I've explained it. So let me just explain it one more time really quick. R's mother worked with this company, worked with Tricon Chemical, and what they were doing was they were taking humans and turning them into some kind of dinosaur human hybrid transformation thing. And they kept failing. And the H-Soup was like, you know what we need to do? We need to take children and to grow them into the process rather than just taking them all randomly and turning them into this thing. We need to start manipulating these children or changing them from when they're younger as they're growing up, and then once they're grown enough, then we do the change. And basically R's mother was like, hell no, we shouldn't do that. We should actually just stop this completely. And H-Stoop somehow, I'm guessing, got rid of his mother, took her out of the picture, and then used her son as the first experiment, or actually the 10th experiment, because he's considered patient 10. And I believe this is going to be the first one that's actually successful. So basically, when their mother left the picture, when their mother disappeared, whatever H-Stoop did to her, Anna and R had to go to this children's home called Nurturing Souls, and it was actually a part of Tricon Chemicals experiments. So whatever they did to those kids at Nurturing Souls was all what Tricon Chemical wanted them to do. So while they were being raised up, you know, whatever happened there, we still don't fully know. We just know based on maybe what R has drawn in some of his drawings. But we know it traumatized him in some way because he seems to have blocked out a lot of memories of it. Then he gets older, he's dealing with this anxiety, these nightmares and stuff like that, and he's given this medicine which seems to make him worse and seems to add on to this whole thing that's going on to him. And now they have him, they're breaking his psyche, and now they're going to do the full conversion into making him into one of these creatures. That's, at least from my understanding, what is going on so far. Walton's File.
Patient 10 was finally brought in today. He weighed in at 71.4 kilograms with a height of 173 centimeters. He seemed to be both mentally and physically despondent, allowing for a rather easy transfer for once. As for my role, my name is Shelley Wilton. A scientist and researcher alongside Dr. Struman in the SCT program. I have been tasked with 1. Documenting and monitoring patient 10 as they undergo the program, while 2. I administer the paleo DNA provided by Dr. Stoop, after which, if any changes do occur, I am to 3. Sample any findings for further study.
Okay.
That being said, we have yet to see anyone make it past prioritization sickness. Patient 10's only deviance here was his unorthodox preparation. So the clock is ticking. For now, I will begin the genetic procedure.
Wait, hold on. Was that a flashed image there? No, it was just like static. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
A week has passed since patient 10 has come to our care. He weighs in at 71.8 kilograms with a height of 173 centimeters. He extracted a DNA genome from Dr. Stoop's cells in combination with patient 10's prior medication, allowed for a much higher rate of stabilization post-procedure.
Okay, so that just confirms that he was like given some kind of medicine which just aided in this whole process of him being transformed.
He is now transgenic in nature. For those listening, I assure you your concerns for our portion are unwarranted. Our main goal is to increase the success rate of the program, which will hopefully explain the new method of selection for our patients. From a scientific standpoint, our theory should work. Yet we keep encountering the same obstacle. Prioritization sickness. At least that's what we call it. So far, patient 10 remains withdrawn. He will be placed in solitary confinement for further study. No symptoms have developed as of yet, and I will continue monitoring for any mutations as the program continues. And lastly, I've altered the termination from its 6th degree Due to her link to patient 10, it may prove useful.
Has the Triceratops this whole time been his mother? Because she just said that she's linked to patient 10. And we know it's not Anna for sure, because we've seen the Triceratops when Anna hasn't been around. Is that how Stoop got rid of his mother? He just turned her into a dinosaur? Dude. Oh, he's humming his mother's song.
Another 2 weeks have passed since patient 10 has come into our care. He weighs in at 78.2 kilograms with a weight of 77 centimeters.
Is he more muscular now?
Symptoms are starting to develop. This is evident in his increased physicalness and height, plus the paling of his skin due to the decreased blood flow. How should I explain this? As you probably know, the human body consists of roughly 60 to 70% of water. When the aDNA is introduced into a patient, a process akin to pyritization occurs. The patient's cells will start to decay, producing sulfide, which reacts to the iron in the blood, thus forming a substance similar to pyrite. The pyrite slowly spread throughout the body, firstly replacing the calcium in the bones, and spreading outwards from there. Almost all of our previous patients responded very violently to the stage of the sickness.
Okay, so hold on, let me just reread what those flashes were there. According to his research into cardiovascular physiology in animals, dinosaurs could not was king of the flesh-eating predators seized the neck of a young blank, tearing at the meat with his hook. What the hell does that have to do with what they just said?
To the stage of the sickness. It's a painful process. Fatal. Violence. Dr. Stoop on the situation.
So if he succumbs to pyritization sickness, then it's just game over. It was all for nothing.
Some surveillance footage has been brought to my attention, and upon further investigation, we have discovered a mutation. Patient 10 has developed tapetum lucidum in his eyes. Normally found in nocturnal animals, it's a reflective layer of tissue that helps one see in blue light. Humans, characteristically, do not have it.
Come on, go. Please, I know I belong. Living out in paradise to the end of time. With my arms.
Chest, back, and face. At this
Oh my.
estimated another 2 weeks at most until patient 10 becomes a fully petrified body, which is why I attempt to remove any excess growth in hopes of slowing the sickness. I'll also begin drafting patient 10's exhibit files soon.
Okay, so he got a development wherein that he now has a reflective layer over his eyes, so it's easier for him to see in the dark. And he's getting really bad pyritization sickness, which if he gets enough of that, he will just die, is what I'm understanding here. But they're going to make an attempt to remove excess amounts of it that are, like, I guess, on the surface to try to slow it down. Oh, that sounded brutal.
His mass descends the lowest entry. Patient 10 weighs in at 96.1 kilograms and a height of 186 centimeters. Also, there is a clarification upon Dr. Stoop's request. Once a patient fully petrifies as a living organism, He's dead.
Okay, hold on a second. She keeps saying, like, samples from Dr. Stoop. I'm not sure if Dr. Stoop is also, like, one of these dinosaurs at this point, because in the last video, when it showed the picture of him, it, like, slowly changed into a dinosaur. So is she, you know, Shelley Long, is she actually just walking up to Dr. Stoop as a dinosaur and, like, taking out some DNA and then going over to R and being like, and just giving it to him, you know what I mean? And she's saying that every time she does that, it's like a different type of dinosaur sample, which is interesting. But hold on, let me go and read this. But paleontology tends to be rather a long-winded science. You have to wade through an infinite amount of minuscule detail to get any idea of what an animal actually looked like. The question, what happened to the dinosaurs, has intrigued biologists and paleontologists for many years. Various theories have been advanced, but none has been entirely satisfactory. And they're saying that once a patient fully petrifies, so once they get fully, you know, done up with the pyretization sickness, they will still continue to grow into whatever sample of DNA they were given. So I guess if they were given Triceratops DNA, then they would petrify and then grow into a full Triceratops, is what I'm understanding. I don't know, yeah, I'm trying my best here, guys, I really am.
To identify what kind of paleo DNA we are using, this each sample from Dr. Stoop turns out to be something different. His DNA is, well, it's ancient, possibly dating back to the Cretaceous period. Now, looking past patient 10, as for how we overcome this obstacle, Dr. Stoop's convinced it has something to do with the human soul. Argued against the reliance on psychology due to its inherent instability. We are dealing with science, facts, not feelings. Regardless, I have once again been asked to question the boy in a final attempt to provoke a response. How are you feeling? I've been asked to speak with you, if you don't mind. It's about you. We had high hopes for you. Took a lot of effort to get you here. That's why you're leaving. Do you realize that? Your sister. Your mother. Wanted you to succeed. What this is? It's a type of stone. The same stone growing under your skin. This piece is from Triceratops was destroyed by light. Stalked one of our other exhibits very carefully. Clearly didn't have saved her. But you had to go out that night. You left her alone to die. And for what? Dinosaurs. Oh, why children love dinosaurs. They are symbolic parents. Extraordinary creatures. Such a creature.
Is he missing his arm? Did they cut his arm off to try to stop the pirateization? Or is his arm just behind his back and I can't see it from this angle? It looks like they tried to cut off his arm now. Oh my god, he just looks severely, like, hurt and injured. He's got stuff on his face. His arms are bandaged. And if they chopped off his arm too, oh my god, dude.
So, will you die to sickness? Or you show me what you truly are? You're locking patient 10 in isolation until he fully succumbs to the final stage of his sickness. His file will be archived on the patient 10 alongside the others in the SCT program. I estimate a growth period of about 2 weeks, after which I will finalize his exhibit status based on his genotype. It's unfortunate. I think we're hoping for a breakthrough, but our Stroop's knowledge failed. All he did was create a broken boy. A broken boy who thinks he's a monster.
Oh no, okay, he still has his arm. Okay. Hold on a minute. He broke out, didn't he?
Have a good night.
She said it worked. They were successful. Oh my god. And this is... These are like very similar hands to what we saw in the new teeth video. Those nails and stuff. Oh my god. Look at his face. Look at those teeth. Oh my god. And then what he looks like at the end. It looks like, I can't tell if this is a bandage or if his like bone structure on his face has changed. And those hands are sick. That looks insane. I will say the creator Alex did pin a comment under this video saying trigger warning, just want to say all effects in this video are practical, thus fake. Insane that this was done practically. That is so sick. Like they must have, I don't know, made those hands and done the makeup for those hands. It looks sick. Just like the way that they showed the pirateization too on his face and on his arms also looked amazing, man. Practical is sick. So good. But they were wrong. I mean, well, Shelley Walton was wrong because she thought that they weren't actually going to successfully turn him into what they wanted. They thought he was just going to succumb to pyrite disease like previous patients, but he did not. Something must have changed, and I'm guessing it's from her final talk with him where she was just kind of trying to get a reaction out of him by saying all these horrible things to him. I have no idea what's going to happen now. There are only 2 videos left. Ah, man. I love this series. This is so good. I'm kind of upset that it's going to end very soon right now. Here we go. Disc 12. The Park. I saw his claw there for a second. This is them trying to find him.
Almost 2 hours.
Fence.
Call her and I'm gonna be done for the night.
Oh, that's the wall. That's the wall with the fence on top from the first video. Yep. Wow, that's the exact same gate, too.
You don't do there as well.
What is the school here? Where is he gonna run to? Like, I mean, you're kind of a monster now, dude. That's if he's even thinking straight, though.
Out of breath, there's nothing left. On and on.
Oh my god. Wait. The fact that he saw water, and I believe that dinosaur is the same one from the first picture that we saw. You know the picture where it shows the water and it shows like that statue in the water from when he was a kid? I think this takes place at the exact same location because that matches the picture of the water, that dinosaur statue in the water. It's the exact same place.
On. I'm on my way. I'm here
That's the same alligator that you
today.
saw in that picture from when he was younger. Yup, there we go. Exactly like the picture. So, what I'm trying to understand now is, because they call them like exhibits. So I'm wondering now, because the pirateization sickness, right, apparently petrifies you, and then over the course of like 2 weeks, you grow into whatever dinosaur DNA you were injected with. So does that mean that, you know, that alligator there, that dinosaur there, those were previously people, but they were also failed experiments because they fell into the pirateization sickness. So now they're just like statues pretty much. That could also explain like maybe they can't fully move their body around like completely like a normal dinosaur could, but maybe they can still move like almost like a weeping angel, I guess. If you guys know weeping angel statues, maybe they can still move like that, and that's what that sound is, that stone on stone sound that we kept hearing. Maybe that's what it is. That's what we're hearing, is the petrified dinosaur experiments moving. And that's why he's different, is because he's the first one that's like able to be transformed into a dinosaur but still able to move. Something just ran up close to him. Yep, there it is. Wait, maybe I'm wrong. Oh my god.
I want to do something real quick. Alright.
Wow. Oh my god. How are you alive? That's a crazy fall.
I think they won. snow be here. And how long did it last since we saw that storm? As we goes to a kingdom, it was far from the norm. Okay, I'm just gonna go here. Erase this because it's totally not what it was. I don't know what that was.
Back to his house.
I never thought that.
Oh, look at all the blood. Is that Anna's blood? Yeah, it's definitely his house. The Triceratops is on the ground.
Best of you, though. Never thought that.
A disc. That's why the last thing she said was my cowboy hat. That makes so much sense. Her last words were like, my cowboy hat's ready. If he ever went back to check her hat because the disc was there, I'm guessing that disc was gonna have a lot of answers on it. Okay. Again, I'm very confused. Are the dinosaur statues? Are they not statues? Are they moving? Are they not? I mean, they're definitely moving. I mean, they just chased them off a cliff. That was insane. Thank you to the comment section. I like to look through the comment section of these videos just to see if there's anything I actually missed that they were able to help me with. I didn't even notice the split second detail. Look at the eye on this thing. It turns and looks at him, which is sick. But again, it fits into it like these statues are very real because it seems like whenever he looks at them, they don't move like they all move. Like for those that don't know, the angels, the concept is like you look at the statue doesn't move, but the second you look away, the statue moves and comes closer to you, and slowly you look at it again, and it stops. So these things almost seem like they're acting like angels, like that is not doing that. That's what you know. So I'm still confused on that. But the music video, the final video in the series, is called Rex. Our main character this whole time has been called Lord. So I guess that's his full name is Rex, which just falls into the dinosaur thing so much more now and makes so much more sense that that would be his name. So I'm hoping that this tape that we're about to listen to explains everything that's happening to me because I'm still so unsure. I think I have most of the story completed and how I explained it before, but I'm just unsure about if there's statues, if they're not statues, what's going on with that. Final disc. Rex. video.
I hate drawing fingernails.
Triceratops and the cowboy hat for his mom and his sister.
Down his head for the torches.
Dinosaurs will growl. Dinosaurs still roll. Your theory on it, dinosaurs. The last giant fleshy out dinosaurs, Tyrannosaurus Rex, reached 15 What does that say? Okay, for some reason I'm translating this in what language that is, but it says it translates to fierce lizard. First of all, if you made this far from the video, thank you. This is the longest video I've uploaded, I think, since Tri-Reg Witness Archives, and it was like 2.5 hours long as well. So thank you so much for watching this as far as you have. We can explain the series in a second, but I just want to talk a little bit about the series in a different way. I really liked Witness Archives and the Test Camera Journal series. I really enjoyed that series, and I remember seeing when New Teeth got released in my subscriptions tab, and I was like, oh man, Alex is cooking again. This time it's going to be an original, and I waited for both videos to come out, and conveniently I ended up deciding to go to the series right away. And I absolutely love this series. I think that this is so good. I think you can really feel the emotion that Rex's character feels. It really is so sad, everything he goes through, and like, no matter what he did, he was kind of just going to end up with this fate. None of it was his fault, and it really is just like a tragedy. And I have to give Alex so much credit for the behind the scenes and just the way some things were done, and it really inspired me to just go in on this video or honestly way more than usual. I don't think I've ever made an intro like that before that depth for my video titles. I decided to do those differently as well. You can see them kind of change towards the end of the series. Also, by the way, I highly recommend going back to the intro, rewatching it, and kind of looking at the whiteboard and my ID card and stuff, because you'll notice a lot of little tiny cool details there. Especially now that you watch the series and you know everything about Dragon Chemical. What I'm trying to say is big shout out to Alex Archives. Please, if you haven't already, go subscribe to Alex's channel. Use the link in the description down below. Down the right, I'm going to try my best to explain the series to you on how I perceived it throughout the entire thing. There are definitely a lot of things that we don't know, and There's a lot of things that could lead to a potential season 2 of this series, but we'll try to go over everything here. R and Anna's mom. I'm just gonna call her Mom. So Mom works at Trigon Chemical, and their goal is to resurrect extinct species. Now, from the jump, it seems that Trigon Chemical is a very messed up company because it seems that regardless of Rex and everything like that, they were already doing human trials beforehand. So they're basically trying to take humans and transform them into these once extinct species. And my guess is that this was for like money, pretty much, because their goal at the end of the day was to open up a park where you would be able to look and see these creatures. And I mean, that would be huge if you were able to be like, yo, listen, we have dinosaurs at our park, and living dinosaurs. Yes, we brought them back. You would like run to those parks immediately because they'd be like, whoa, that's insane. Probably pay lots of money to see it. It seems that experiments 1 to 5 were all on humans, and they were done on adults, and they were all failures. When they tried to turn these humans into these once extinct creatures, they also came to pyretization sickness. Now, just to go over it again, pyretization sickness is when eventually you're injected with DNA and your body over time completely freezes up because it becomes like entirely that stone material pyrite. And then once you're completely still, your body continues to grow into the DNA that you were given. So
Hello.
an example would be if I was given T-Rex DNA, goes to pyretization sickness, completely freeze, unable to move because my body is just completely pyrite, and then my body would continue to evolve until I was eventually just be still T-Rex. We're gonna go over more of that again later, but Mom is working on this and it's just not going well. They keep coming to pyretization sickness and they need to figure out something new. Each student comes in and is like, listen, what if we, did some of this work with the soul we started when they were younger, experimenting on them and raising them into the
Harley Quinn.
transformation rather than just taking someone and transforming them
Wait,
right
what's wrong
away.
with everything?
At this point,
All blurs.
yeah, no, this is too
Harley Quinn. I'm just trying to finish up coloring her.
And obviously, each student is not happy with this. He thinks that this is the way going forward. They need to convert people as they grow to successfully bring back these once extinct creatures. So Mom decides that she's going to quit. It seems that she decides to do this around Rex's 7th birthday. Now, at this point, she had already promised Rex and Anna that she would bring them to the park, which is basically where she works, where we see those dinosaur statues and those old photos. She had already promised to bring them there. Rex was so excited to go, so she's like, all right, I'll bring you guys there. This is where things get really rocky in history, because it's something like between them going to the park together and then them entering up and nurturing souls. We don't really know what happened. We know that the mom disappears, and we know that Rex is really traumatized about what happened in this area. Now, my guess is that Rex probably saw some of these pyretized, old experiments start moving when they were at the park, and they're being traumatized. Who knows? Maybe one of them, came at him or something.
I'm sure you're drawing, so good too.
That is pretty traumatizing. Another thing is that
And it's okay that you gotta go. I completely understand. After I finish coloring her and getting her hair where I want it to be,
think that she might be dead or that she was taken by something or someone, but what we end up learning that happens is that Rex's mom is actually one of the experiments. She is Exhibit 6. We know this because Walton eventually says that she wants to get rid of Exhibit 6, but she won't because of its connection to Rex. Now, the only person or the only creature that could have a connection to Rex would be Anna, and we know it's not Anna because Exhibit 6 is the Triceratops, and the Triceratops had been coming to Rex's house on multiple nights and had been around way before Anna even came back home. Another hint that Exhibit 6 is R's mother. Sorry, I'm going to keep going back between Rex and R just because for the whole series it's referring to as R. But another way that we know that the Triceratops is Rex's mother is because at the end of the series we see that he makes 2 crosses representing the deaths of his mother and Anna. And one of those crosses has the Triceratops toy next to it. So yeah, it seems that each student took Rex's mom and then ended up just making her into another experiment. I'm sure they could have just let her quit her job because they did so many horrible things there that if she ever talked to anybody, Trigon Chemical probably would have got shut down. Now again, this is another rocky area from when their mother disappears to when they eventually get older, because it seems that things continue to be worse even at their children's home, which again, their children's home is nurturing souls, which at first we kind of thought might have just been a normal children's home, but we later learned in the Trigon Chemical videos that it was an associated company with Trigon Chemical, so they were in on this the whole time as well. Who knows what actually went down there that might have affected Rex's upbringing to further that conversion process that H2 wanted to do. Again, he wants to start converting these subjects when they were younger as they were growing older. So the fact that Nurturing Souls, where Rex grew up, was a part of Tricon Chemical probably shows that they did some things there, or maybe manipulated him a bit to make this conversion go over smoother. I mean, the next time we see Rex in the timeline is basically in log 1, where we see that he's waking up having these nightmares, he struggles sleeping, he just feels like bad overall. So it seems that he was very traumatized by either the events when they went to the park when they were younger, or just his upbringing in general. So again, now we're at the point in the timeline where Rex is logging these things. He's showing Anna these drawings and how he can't sleep. And a very confusing part to me is the drawings themselves, because the drawings themselves, the more we see along the series, the more they don't make too much sense. Again, he is drawing his nightmares, but Anna does say his drawings are real. Those drawings, most of them, don't look like creatures that we saw in the park. I mean, one of them even has hands like sticking out of a window. We see a guy with a dead body, and then of course we see the thing with the sharp teeth, which makes sense. That looks like it could have been him destroying one of those dinosaurs or something. But the rest of those don't really make sense. Obviously, things continue to progress. He keeps drawing, keeps having these nightmares, and eventually he has an actual encounter with one of these creatures in his own backyard, which again, I discussed with you, I think is his mother. Now, the confusing part here might be like, why is the Triceratops in his backyard? It's kind of weird, you know, that I don't think they live in the park. Well, what I think Tricon Chemical was doing was I think they were releasing these subjects next to Rex's house just to mess with him more. Again, a part of the whole conversion process for him is breaking his psyche. So obviously they've already broken so much by he's having these nightmares and he can't sleep. But now let's make him think that these things in his nightmares are actually real by showing them to him. So they'll have it show up and then leave. And eventually, obviously, Rex loses his mind over this and he's like, I'm gonna report to the police. What he doesn't realize though is that this is all planned. They were releasing these things to show him on purpose. So when he follows one back, he ends up running into the Tricon Chemical workers where they just knock him out and take him. At that same time, Anna realizes how bad Rex's situation is getting. She's like, I'm going to come home and I'm going to help you and we're going to talk and I'm going to explain everything to you. So I'm sure while she was working at Tricon Chemical, she found out a lot of things that probably make sense to what's going on with Rex. When she gets home, though, she also gets ambushed by another one of these experiments or creatures.
Hello.
That takes her as well. Now, at this point, Rex and Anna are both in, like, with the right word, custody. Like, Tricon Chemical has them pretty much, and they're still trying to break Rex's psyche. So they mess with him by telling him that, you know, these monsters aren't real, the camera didn't actually show anything, and your sister is dead. Which, all that, I mean, just the fact that the last person in his life that he cared about is dead really just shatters his psyche. On a side note, I don't think Anna's dead at all. I do think she's very much still alive. Where or what's going on with her, I'm not too sure. Maybe they're doing some experiments on her, maybe they're just keeping her somewhere, but I don't think she's dead. I think they're just saying that to break his psyche. It doesn't really make sense why they would decide to kill her, unless it was just to get rid of her because she knew.
Thank you.
Now, after Rex's psyche is broken, they take him, inject him with the DNA, he starts slowly transforming. It looks like he's going to succumb to pyretization sickness, but then it turns out he doesn't. He actually just continues to transform, continues to morph into this creature, and he eventually breaks out and gets his own park. This is where things get really rocky again, because now he's in the park. It seems like he's with experiments 1 to 9, the other failed experiments that succumbed to pyretization, where they're pretty much just complete statues of these creatures. It does seem like they can still move. We know they can definitely move to some extent because that's what that sound is, that like stone scraping sound that I talked about. Whenever you hear that, you're usually hearing one of the older experiments. Like again, we hear it when Exhibit 6, his mom shows up to his house. So my take on this is that even though these creatures succumbed to pyretization sickness, they are still alive. I mean, we directly see that when Rex
After I finish up with the hair hero,
opinion in the comments down below. But obviously, it seems like Rex is
I'm going
because
to
of the process of how they raised him into the transformation. He's not going to succumb to that same sickness. He's still going to be able to move. So he eventually goes through the park. He goes through the whole panic of running into all of these different failed experiments. And eventually, when he gets out, he goes home. And when he gets home, he finds that disc that Anna made for him, which is the disc that we just went over with all the information that I pretty much also just went over. Then at the end of the video, he takes off the shirt that he had on because it was soaked with blood and all messy, puts on a purple shirt, and then we see him make the cross representing his mother and Anna, and then he goes off into the distance. And then he ends up back in the park at Tricon Chemical, which takes place in the first episode, New Teeth. We know this because in New Teeth, they say that the subject was last seen wearing a purple top, which is what he's wearing at the end of the series. And if you kind of look at the hands of the creature in New Teeth, it does look like it's a more advanced version of Rex's transformation. So it does seem like Rex continues to transform after we see him at the end of the last episode and between the beginning and the first episode. Fusing on that, why would he go back there? Like, what was the purpose? I believe he still thinks that Anna and his mother are dead, so why would he go back to Tricon Chemical at all? Well, I guess he doesn't really have any choice. I mean, he's just going to continue to transform. So he might as well maybe attempt to get revenge on these workers, or maybe try to set the other creatures in the park free. Not too sure what his goal was there. That's just what I'm thinking. But that is pretty much the whole series. I mean, we start the series pretty much where it ends, which is a really cool way to circle through the entire thing. There obviously are a lot of questions. Where's Anna? Did they get rid of Rex's mom, Subject 6? Where is Subject 6 now? And the biggest one, H-Stu. Now, is H-Stu even a dinosaur? I want to say that he is. I want to say that he may have turned himself into one of their own experiments. Because, first of all, the only time we see him in the series, even though he seems to be the main big bad, is the recordings. And the recordings take place in the 90s. We don't hear any recent recordings. We do hear Walton refer to Stu in multiple moments. Like, she says that she gets her DNA samples from him, but she kind of makes it sound like that she gets her DNA samples literally from him. Like, he is the where she gets the samples from. Like I said earlier, he injects it, takes out some DNA, and then just puts it into the next subject. That makes it even more confusing because she says that these DNA samples, like, they never know what they're gonna get from him. So in my head, if he's a dinosaur, he must be like some insane dinosaur that has so many different DNAs of other dinosaurs inside of him, which doesn't really make sense to me. I feel like the whole H2 thing is definitely left up in the air on purpose to be answered in a future installment or a future season. Another interesting thing about him, and I actually have to give credit to the comments under the final video of the series for this, is that Homer Stu is an anagram for Prometheus, and Prometheus is a titan that we see in the last image of the series, where like half of its body is dinosaur and half of it is like a human person. Now, apparently, in Greek mythology, Prometheus is a titan, specifically a son of Lapis and Clymene. He's known for his forethought and his actions that benefited humanity, such as stealing fire from the gods and teaching humans various skills. However, his actions also led to punishment by Zeus, who chained him to the mountain and had an eagle eat his liver daily. I don't know, that's a wild boy. But what Prometheus has to do with him converting humans into these dinosaurs, I'm not too sure. And again, maybe we'll be answered in the future, or maybe I'm just not seeing the connection here. Because if apparently, according to this lore that I'm reading, he helped humans by stealing fire and teaching them various skills. I don't really know if he's helping humans by turning them into creatures. Oh wait, I'm seeing that he's also credited, like Prometheus is also credited in part of the creation of humans. Again, I don't know. But that is pretty much how I interpret the whole series. If you guys disagree with anything that I said here, please be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And now, guys, I'm going to say it again to you. Please be sure to go and support Alex Archives, whose link to the channel will be at the top of the description down below. Please be sure to go and support your horror series content creators. Other ways that you can support Alex Archives are by becoming a member of their Patreon, where you get some behind-the-scenes videos behind the series from me. You can go support them by following their social accounts on X, or you can go send them money on Ko-Fi to help them fund future projects. Again, the link to all these things will be in the description down below. Also, one last thing. Alex uploaded a Q&A/bloopers video for Hollow Birds, and some of the things that he answers have to do with the series, so I highly recommend you guys go check out that video. The link to that video will also be in the description down below. It's actually very cool because you get to see how he made the series, he gets to answer some questions, and you just get to see some bloopers. And also, just the way he made the series is kind of insane. I don't think anybody really would have thought that this is how he made it, but you see what I mean. incredible series. I love it so much. I really appreciate you guys going support this creator just because it will help them create future videos, and I think they have such an incredible and bright future, whether it's producing another season of Hollow Birds or making a completely different series. I think whatever they come out with will be great. And alright guys, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to drop a like on it. And if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. We're
Okay.
so close to 1 million, and I would appreciate your support. And I make videos like this all the time on my channel, so you're gonna have plenty more to watch in the future. And alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Thank you.
Disney Plus. Right now, Harbor Freight for affordability. What you might not know is performance and durability go right along with it. You see, we test like that. We test again. World-class engineering and rigorous testing. Sure, the best plans stand the test of time without testing. Now, it's time for you to put us to the test.
Thank you. Try blend the blonde and the blue. I'm gonna end stream because I gotta go to bed soon because I got work. Just trying to blend it together. Oh, sorry, that's my video. That's the video I'm watching. I'm so sorry. I have a video playing and music playing at the same time. See, so sorry. So that I'm doing something to see the in-between color.
What's going on? Another video. Today I have something incredible for you. A new animal horror series called Burn Opus. In this series we learn about the town of Burn, where in 1997 Elvis arrived, and a few days later the entire population of Burn vanished. Where did everyone go? What does the footage have to do with this? Those are the questions that we're going to try to answer today while we react to everything. You guys actually told me an interesting piece of information that I had to know before I jumped in. Burn Opus was created by Red Diamond, and Red Diamond has 2 videos on Burn Opus so far, but they also have 2 other videos on their channel under the title of VHS Tales. Now, when I was looking at their channel, I thought that this was just separate stuff, you know, separate little videos, not connected to Burn Opus. You guys told me that all of the videos on this channel are connected in some way. So today, I'm going to try my best to go through all these videos. These causing the absolutely insane situations that are happening in these videos.
much labor. Every day living is my name. Virgin, nurse the surgeon. An appendage live to attend him. Till he never lifts a finger. 24/7 machine. Live out, speak a fan's dream. Not an act of love you make her do too much labor. His mother named him then the virgin, nurse the surgeon. Appendage live to attend him so that he never lived. Finger 24/7 baby machine. Live out, speak a fan's dreams. Love you made her, you made me do too much labor every day. It would be the worst thing. You do, my labor.
Okay, first of all, when I look at the name of this town, I don't think it actually exists, so I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or wrong. I will say just off the bat, the premise of this being obsessed with circles is kind of reminding me of Uzumaki event. You guys have never heard of the manga Uzumaki? Basically, in that manga, the town becomes obsessed with the spiral. The people that become obsessed with the sites make a bunch of spirals, draw spirals, they become spirals. It's very, very weird, but it just reminds me a lot of this. So I'm curious to see where this is going to go or how this is going to be shown to us right now.
Oh my goodness.
But it just reminds me a lot of this, so I'm curious to see where this is going to go or how this is going to be shown to us right now. Okay, I'm seeing a circle. It looks like roots, kind of, right? December 5th, 1986, Josephic, Alaska. An answer. Welcome to Josephic, the town where I live. What you're about to see is my town's haunting.
Things on way. Loved you like the sun.
Monsters.
Live my own.
Circles. They come every once in a while, and when they do, we evacuate the town. People who decide to stay are never seen again. They will come in 5 days.
Okay.
I'll stay here. Pastor's house, December 10th, 1986. It's going too far. I don't want to feel comfortable around you. You haven't spoken to me or left the basement for days now. By the time you read this, I'll be far away. Wait, no, I'm not reading. By the time you read this, I'll be far away. Please seek help. Martha. Based on the way that he's talking about the circles in the beginning, it doesn't sound like he's obsessed with them right now. It more sounds like he wants to stay to see what actually happens. But I could be wrong, because then Martha does write like, you haven't spoken to me or left the basement for days now. So maybe he wants to stay anyway, but then ends up becoming obsessed with the circles. 5 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pretty cold. Is that the door to the basement? Yeah, looks like a circle on the door. Channel 5. Good night. Alright. So yeah, we're in, did they say 86? I believe they said we're in 1986. Alert. Anomalous event approaching its hosted deck. Seek shelter immediately. Yeah, so by now, I'm pretty sure they evacuated, except for people obsessed with circles.
Okay. I'm done with this. It takes a while to blend this all together. I hate the pink was easier to the red was easier to do than the pink was easier than this.
Giant circle in the sky.
Okay. I'm practical. Okay. I'm done with that. But I'm gonna
Sounds like someone's breaking the door down. Let's avoid those noises.
I'm a little crazy. Ooh, I hate that noise. I hate that noise. Okay. Oh, I hate squeaky squelches. Excellent work. Alright. Not the picture. I hate this squelching noises though. I don't know why I torture myself like that.
Cycle of destruction and rebirth. The curved line of events with no beginning. Circling light and shadow. With time and space. The lines that will be broken. The lines never be born.
I'm gonna finish up what I'm doing and I'll most likely be done for the night because oh, I hate that noise. Oh, I hate squishy noises. Sorry, I have a video playing and music playing at the same time. And so I'm hearing both at the same time and I'm hearing a noise I don't like. Gonna well, this morning, team will be just fine.
Red Diamond. The quality of this analog horror is incredible. I mean, this is really good. Just the way everything's presented to you visually, taking the story, just the actual, like, when the text comes on screen, the way the images are shown, which is so nice. And going through the house again, the circle comes and you watch it that takes over. It's really sick. I
the other side.
Theorize a few things based off the what we've been shown. So right off the bat, we know that this isn't an isolated incident. Ethan tells us right at the beginning that they come every once in a while, and when they do, we evacuate the town. Now, how often every once in a while is not very helpful. Does that mean like every 20 years, every 50 years, every 5 years, every couple months? I imagine it's got to be like a pretty wide range of how often they come because people still live here for the majority of the time. I'm sure they wouldn't live here if this was something that happened every few months or every year. But it's happening. People start to become obsessed with the circles. A few days later, everyone is evacuated.
Okay.
Except these people that are obsessed with the circles because they're not eating, they're not speaking, they're not drinking water, they're not doing anything except for obsessing over these circles. And it seems
Okay. I am going to be done now. Thank you all for watching, and have a good day or night, whatever time zone it is for you. Bye bye.
it's so gross looking. I mean,